Once upon a time, in a bustling city, lived a young boy named Alex. He was a dreamer, always imagining himself soaring through the skies like a superhero. Little did he know, his dreams were about to come true. Alex's vibrant city was always on the move. Skyscrapers scraped the sky, cars zoomed through the streets, and people hurried about their daily lives. The city was a symphony of sights and sounds, a place where anything could happen. Amidst this urban chaos, Alex found inspiration. He was fascinated by the heroes who protected the city, the firefighters who braved the flames, the police officers who kept the peace, and the doctors who healed the sick. They were the real-life superheroes, and Alex admired their courage and selflessness. Alex often watched superhero movies and TV shows, captivated by their extraordinary abilities and daring feats. He dreamed of flying through the sky, saving people from danger, and righting wrongs. He imagined himself as a powerful hero, soaring above the city and protecting its citizens. Alex's imagination soared as he envisioned himself as a superhero, a protector of the innocent, a defender of justice. He would create a unique identity, a secret persona that would strike fear into the hearts of villains and inspire hope in the hearts of the people. He would design a costume, a symbol of his power and courage. It would be a suit that would grant him incredible strength, speed, and agility. He would choose a name that would strike fear into the hearts of his enemies, a name that would be synonymous with justice and heroism. He would fight against evil, battling villains who threatened the peace and harmony of the city. He would rescue people from danger, saving lives and protecting the innocent. He would be a beacon of hope, a symbol of courage and resilience, inspiring others to be their best selves. He would use his powers to protect the weak and vulnerable, standing up for those who couldn't stand up for themselves. He would be a voice for the voiceless, a champion of justice in a world often filled with injustice. He would defend the oppressed, fighting against those who would abuse their power and exploit the innocent. He would be a shield against tyranny, a beacon of hope in the darkest of times. He would fight for justice, a relentless pursuit of right over wrong. He would be a guardian of the law, a protector of the peace, ensuring that everyone, regardless of their social status or background, would receive fair treatment. He would be the hero the city needed, a symbol of hope and inspiration. He would be the one to stand up to evil, to confront darkness, and to bring light to the city's darkest corners. He would be the hero the city deserved, a champion of the people, a protector of the innocent, and a defender of justice. He would be the one to inspire others, to make a difference, and to create a better world for all. And so, Alex's imagination took flight, carrying him to a world of adventure and heroism. He was no longer just a boy with dreams. He was a superhero in training, ready to face any challenge, to overcome any obstacle, and to become the hero he was destined to be. A celestial event, a cosmic dance of stardust and gravity, had created the meteor shower. A distant star, nearing the end of its life cycle, had expelled a massive cloud of debris into space. As this debris hurtled through the cosmos, it intersected with Earth's orbit, and fragments of the celestial debris, meteors, streaked across the night sky. Among the countless meteors, one, imbued with a unique energy signature, was destined for a collision with Earth. It pierced the atmosphere, a fiery streak against the velvet canvas of the night, and landed in Alex's backyard. As the meteor struck the ground, a surge of energy, a cosmic gift, emanated from its core. This energy, a blend of stardust and celestial magic, sought a worthy recipient. It found Alex, a young boy with a pure heart and a boundless imagination. The energy, drawn to his innate goodness and heroic spirit, coursed through his body, transforming him. Alex's body underwent a miraculous transformation. His muscles rippled with newfound strength, his senses heightened, and his reflexes sharpened. The energy imbued him with extraordinary abilities, granting him superhuman strength, speed, and agility. With a single powerful leap, Alex soared through the air, his feet barely touching the ground. He could leap over towering skyscrapers, his body defying the laws of gravity. The city streets, once a barrier to his movement, were now a playground for his extraordinary abilities. He could run at incredible speeds, a blur of blue streaking across the cityscape. The wind whipped through his hair as he raced through the streets, leaving a trail of awe and wonder in his wake. The city, once a bustling metropolis, was now his personal racecourse, a stage for his superhuman feats. And with a surge of energy he could take flight, soaring through the sky like a bird. The wind rushed past his ears as he ascended into the heavens, the world below shrinking with each passing moment. The city, once a concrete jungle, was now a breathtaking panorama, a tapestry of lights and shadows. He could fly higher than the tallest skyscrapers, faster than the swiftest jet. The sky was his domain, a limitless expanse where he could explore and adventure. He was no longer bound by the constraints of the earth. He was free, a master of the skies. As he soared through the clouds, he felt a sense of freedom and exhilaration. He was more than just a boy. He was a superhero, a guardian of the city, a protector of the innocent. With his newfound powers, he was ready to face any challenge, to overcome any obstacle, and to defend the city he loved. At first, Alex kept his secret hidden, a silent guardian in their midst. He feared that revealing his extraordinary abilities would disrupt the peaceful lives of his loved ones, exposing them to danger and scrutiny. He knew that the world of superheroes was a dangerous one, filled with villains and threats. He wanted to protect them, to shield them from the harsh realities of his secret life. He wanted to keep them safe, to preserve the innocence of their world. He knew that the weight of his secret was heavy, but he was determined to carry it alone. He watched as his friends and family went about their daily lives, unaware of the extraordinary hero that walked among them. He saw the joy in their eyes, the love in their hearts, and he knew that he had to protect that innocence at all costs. He understood the gravity of his powers, the immense responsibility that came with them. He knew that with great power came great responsibility, and he was determined to use his abilities for good, to make the world a better place. He was a silent guardian, a watchful eye, a protector of the innocent, and as long as he could keep his secret, he would continue to be the hero the city needed, the hero his friends and family deserved. As Alex grew more comfortable with his newfound powers, he realized he had a responsibility to use them to help others. He saw the city's vulnerabilities, the potential for harm, and the need for protection. With a newfound sense of purpose, he decided to become the city's guardian. He began by patrolling the streets, keeping a watchful eye on the city's inhabitants. He intervened in accidents, rescued people from danger, and thwarted petty crimes. His actions, though anonymous at first, started to gain attention. People noticed the mysterious figure in the blue suit, the one who always seemed to be in the right place at the right time. As his reputation grew, so did the need for a name. People started to speculate about the identity of the mysterious hero. Some called him the Blue Blur, others the City Guardian. But it was a young, imaginative boy who came up with the perfect name, the Star Kid. It was a name that captured the essence of his powers, his youthful spirit, and the celestial event that had transformed him. The Star Kid needed a costume to match his heroic identity. He turned to his talented neighbor, Mrs. Willow, a skilled seamstress with a knack for design. She crafted a sparkling blue suit, a symbol of hope and protection. The suit was not only stylish but also durable, able to withstand the rigors of superhero life. To conceal his identity, Mrs. Willow also created a mask, a sleek, blue mask that covered his face. It was a simple yet effective disguise, allowing him to move through the city undetected. The mask became a symbol of his commitment to protecting the city, a promise to always be there, a guardian in the night. With his suit and mask, Alex was ready to take on the role of the Star Kid. He was no longer just a boy with extraordinary powers. He was a hero, a protector, a beacon of hope for the city. His friends and family remained blissfully unaware of his secret identity. Alex, ever mindful of their safety, kept his extraordinary abilities hidden. He knew that revealing his truth could put them in danger, as villains might target his loved ones to get to him. The weight of this secret, while heavy, was a necessary sacrifice to protect those he cared about. Despite the solitude of his secret life, Alex found solace in his heroic deeds. The thrill of soaring through the sky, the satisfaction of saving lives, and the knowledge that he was making a difference filled him with a sense of purpose and fulfillment. He embraced the duality of his existence, balancing his ordinary life with his extraordinary responsibilities. However, the constant need for secrecy took its toll on him. He missed the simple joys of sharing his experiences with his friends and family. He longed to confide in someone, to share the weight of his secret. But he knew that such a revelation would inevitably lead to danger, and he was determined to protect them at all costs. As the Star Kid, Alex felt a sense of power and responsibility. He was more than just a boy. He was a symbol of hope, a protector of the innocent. Yet, beneath the mask, he was still Alex, a young boy with dreams and fears. He walked a tightrope, balancing his secret identity with his ordinary life, always aware of the thin line between the two. Despite the challenges, Alex persevered. He found strength in his purpose, knowing that his actions were making a difference. He was a guardian, a hero, and a friend, all rolled into one. And as long as he could protect the city he loved, he would continue to wear the mask of the Star Kid. Dr. Dark, once a brilliant scientist, had been consumed by a thirst for power and control. A failed experiment, a tragic accident, had scarred him both physically and mentally. The once kind and compassionate scientist was replaced by a bitter and vengeful man. He sought to dominate the city, to hold its fate in the palm of his hand. The city's power plant, a vital artery supplying energy to the city, was the key to Dr. Dark's sinister plan. By controlling the power source, he could plunge the city into darkness, chaos, and fear. He believed that in the midst of chaos, he could seize control, emerging as the city's ultimate ruler. Without power, the city would grind to a halt. Hospitals would be plunged into darkness, unable to perform life-saving procedures. Transportation systems would cease to function, leaving people stranded and vulnerable. Communication networks would fail, cutting off vital connections and hindering emergency response. The loss of power would also lead to a breakdown of law and order. Looters and criminals would take advantage of the chaos, and violence would erupt in the streets. People would be afraid, uncertain of their safety, and desperate for help. The Star Kid, ever vigilant, sensed the disturbance in the city's energy. His heightened senses detected the unusual energy fluctuations emanating from the power plant. He knew something was amiss, a threat to the city's well-being. The once vibrant and bustling city was now shrouded in darkness. The towering skyscrapers, usually illuminated by 1,000 lights, were now mere silhouettes against the night sky. The streets, once filled with the hum of traffic and the chatter of pedestrians, were eerily silent. A sense of unease and fear permeated the air. Without power, the city's infrastructure began to crumble. Hospitals, schools, and businesses were forced to close their doors. The transportation system ground to a halt, leaving countless people stranded. The city's lifeline, the power grid, had been severed, plunging the metropolis into a state of chaos. As darkness enveloped the city, panic began to spread. People, accustomed to the comforts of modern life, were suddenly confronted with the harsh realities of a world without power. Looters emerged from the shadows, taking advantage of the chaos to steal and plunder. The streets, once safe and familiar, became dangerous and unpredictable. The city's emergency services were overwhelmed. Firefighters, police officers, and paramedics struggled to respond to calls for help, hampered by the lack of power and communication. The city's resilience, usually so strong, was being tested to its limits. The Star Kid, a beacon of hope in the darkness, watched as the city descended into chaos. He knew he had to act quickly to restore order and protect the city's inhabitants. With a determined heart, he soared into the night, ready to confront Dr. Dark and bring light back to the city. Alex soared through the night sky towards Dr. Dark's secret lair, a towering skyscraper that pierced the city skyline. As he neared the building, he could feel the sinister energy emanating from within, a dark force that threatened to consume the city. As he entered the skyscraper, he was confronted by an army of robotic minions, each armed with deadly weapons. They swarmed him, their metallic bodies glinting in the dim light. But the Star Kid was ready. He dodged their attacks with incredible agility, his movements a blur of motion. With each swift move, the Star Kid danced through the horde of robotic minions, their attacks mere distractions in his path. His movements were fluid, graceful, and deadly, each strike calculated and precise. He was a blur of blue, a whirlwind of energy, leaving a trail of defeated machines in his wake. The robotic minions, designed for destruction, were no match for the raw power and agility of the Star Kid. Their metallic bodies, once formidable, were now twisted and broken, victims of the hero's relentless assault. He moved with the grace of a dancer, the strength of a titan, and the speed of lightning. The Star Kid's every move was a testament to his mastery of combat. He dodged, weaved, and countered, his reflexes honed to perfection. Each blow was a symphony of power and precision, a masterpiece of martial artistry. He was more than just a superhero. He was a force of nature, an unstoppable whirlwind of justice. As he ascended the skyscraper, the intensity of the battle increased. The robotic minions became more aggressive, their attacks more relentless. But the Star Kid remained calm and focused, his mind sharp, his body agile. He countered each attack with precision, his movements a symphony of skill and power. Finally, he reached the top floor, where Dr. Dark awaited him. The villain, a shadowy figure cloaked in darkness, unleashed a barrage of energy blasts. But the Star Kid, with his superhuman reflexes, deflected the attacks, sending them back at the villain. The final confrontation between the Star Kid and Dr. Dark was a clash of cosmic forces. The villain, fueled by desperation and rage, unleashed a powerful energy blast, a torrent of destructive energy aimed at the hero. The Star Kid, undeterred, raised his arm, channeling the cosmic energy within him. A shimmering protective shield materialized around him, deflecting the villain's attack. The energy blast, once a threat to the city, was redirected, harmlessly dissipating into the night sky. Dr. Dark, once a formidable villain, was now a mere shadow of his former self. Stunned by the sheer power and agility of the Star Kid, he was left vulnerable, his defenses weakened. The hero, seizing the opportunity, moved with lightning speed, disarming the villain and seizing control of the situation. The stolen energy source, a powerful artifact that had plunged the city into darkness, was now within the Star Kid's grasp. With a swift and decisive movement, he reclaimed the stolen power, severing Dr. Dark's connection to the energy source. The villain's grip on the city's fate was broken, his dark reign coming to an end. The Star Kid, a beacon of hope in the darkness, restored the energy source to its rightful place. As he did so, a surge of power coursed through the city, reanimating its life force. The lights flickered back to life, illuminating the streets and filling the hearts of the citizens with joy and relief. Dr. Dark, defeated and humiliated, was left to face the consequences of his actions. The Star Kid, the guardian of the city, had once again triumphed, proving that even the darkest of forces could be overcome by the power of good. With the threat neutralized, the Star Kid turned his attention to the city. He knew that his work was not yet done. There were still wounds to heal, fears to soothe, and hope to restore. The hero, with a renewed sense of purpose, prepared to face the challenges that lay ahead. As the energy source was returned to the power plant, a surge of energy coursed through the city. The lights flickered back to life, illuminating the streets and bringing hope to the hearts of the citizens. The city, once plunged into darkness, was now bathed in light, a testament to the hero's victory. With Dr. Dark defeated and the city restored, the Star Kid, the protector of the city, had once again saved the day. He had proven that even in the darkest of times, hope and heroism could prevail. The city erupted in cheers as the Star Kid emerged from the skyscraper, the stolen energy source held high. The citizens, grateful for their hero's bravery, hailed him as their savior. The once fearful city was now filled with joy and admiration. Despite the adulation, the Star Kid remained humble. He did not seek fame or fortune. His only reward was the satisfaction of knowing he had made a difference. He continued to patrol the city, ever vigilant, ever ready to protect its inhabitants. He used his powers to help those in need, whether it was rescuing a cat from a tree or helping an elderly person cross the street. He was more than just a superhero. He was a symbol of hope and kindness. The Star Kid's heroic deeds ignited a spark of hope in the hearts of the city's citizens. Children, inspired by his courage and compassion, began to dream of becoming heroes themselves. They would spend hours playing superhero, imagining themselves saving the day, just like their beloved Star Kid. Adults too were moved by the hero's selfless acts. They were inspired to volunteer their time and energy to help their community. Neighborhood watch groups formed, local charities received increased donations, and community spirit soared. The city, once divided by fear and distrust, was now united by a common purpose. People from all walks of life came together, united by their admiration for the Star Kid. They celebrated his victories, mourned his defeats, and cheered him on in every adventure. The Star Kid had become more than just a superhero. He was a symbol of unity, a beacon of hope in a world often filled with darkness. He had shown the city that even the smallest act of kindness could have a ripple effect, inspiring others to be their best selves. And so the city thrived, its citizens empowered by the spirit of heroism. The Star Kid, the guardian of their dreams, continued to watch over them, ensuring that hope would always prevail. And so, the Star Kid continued to watch over the city, a silent guardian, a beacon of hope. He was more than just a superhero. He was a friend, a protector, and a symbol of the good that can be found within each of us. As the first rays of dawn touched the city, the Star Kid, weary but content, made his way back home. He shed his superhero suit, revealing the ordinary boy beneath the extraordinary mask. The weight of his heroic responsibilities, though heavy, was a burden he willingly carried. He returned to his normal life, a life filled with schoolwork, friendships, and family. But the experiences of the night before had left an indelible mark on his soul. He carried the weight of the city's safety, a responsibility that transcended his age. He knew that being a superhero was more than just a thrilling adventure. It was a commitment, a duty to protect the innocent and uphold justice. It was about using his powers to make a positive impact on the world, no matter how small. Alex understood that true heroism wasn't about the flashy displays of power or the public acclaim. It was about the quiet acts of kindness, the selfless deeds that often went unnoticed. It was about the unwavering belief in doing what was right, even when it was difficult. He was determined to live up to the expectations of the hero he had become. He would be more than just a superhero. He would be a role model, an inspiration to others. He would use his powers to uplift the spirits of those in need, to bring hope to the hopeless. He would be a symbol of hope, a beacon of light in the darkness. He would inspire others to be their best selves, to strive for greatness, and to make a positive impact on the world. He would be a reminder that true heroism is not about the size of the battle, but the size of the heart. It's about the courage to do what's right, even when it's difficult. It's about the compassion to help others, even when it's inconvenient. And so Alex, the boy who dreamed of becoming a hero, would continue to strive for greatness. He would use his powers to make a difference, to inspire others, and to leave the world a better place than he found it. And so, as he drifted off to sleep, he dreamed of the future, a future filled with challenges and triumphs. He knew that as long as he had the power to make a difference, He would continue to be the city's protector, the Star Kid. Every night, as Alex drifted off to sleep, his mind would wander to the stars. He would imagine himself soaring through the cosmos, a celestial hero, protecting the galaxy from evil. His dreams were a universe of possibilities, a canvas upon which he could paint his heroic destiny. He would envision himself battling intergalactic villains, exploring distant planets, and uncovering ancient alien civilizations. His imagination knew no bounds, and his dreams were a gateway to a world beyond his wildest imagination. He would dream of the day when he would finally unveil his true identity to his friends and family. He longed to share his extraordinary experiences with them, to show them the wonders of the universe and the heroic feats he had accomplished. But until that day, he would continue to guard his secret, a silent guardian, a protector of the innocent. He would remain vigilant, ever ready to answer the call of duty, to soar through the night sky as the Star Kid. And so, as he drifted off to sleep, he would whisper a silent promise to himself, to always be a hero, to always strive for justice, and to always protect the city he loved.